In this video, we are going to talk about the ROG Phone 7 Ultimate Gaming and Battery Performance. Asus plans to charge $999 for the ROG Phone 7 when it becomes available sometime between now and the end of June. Asus also offers a ROG Phone 7 Ultimate, which is the unit I tested. There are some differences, such as design changes to the back of the phone and the amount of RAM you get. My ROG Phone 7 Ultimate test unit had 16 GB of RAM. The ROG Phone 7 can support that much RAM, but presumably, the base model comes with less. The Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 chipset is currently the top-performing silicon for Android phones, so it makes sense that Asus would use this particular system on chip for its new gaming phone. The benchmark results speak for themselves as the ROG Phone 7 more than holds its own against some of the top-performing Android phones. The ROG Phone 7 single and multi-core scores of 1,380 and 4,817 on Geekbench 5 Trail, the 1,578, and 5,081 numbers posted by the Galaxy S23 Ultra. Those Samsung phones run on a version of the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 that's optimized for performance. The OnePlus 11, another Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 powered phone, posted a slightly better multi-core score on Geekbench, though the ROG Phone 7 had the better single-core result of those two phones. As you'd expect, these Android phones trail the latest iPhone 14 Pro models, though the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 has closed the performance gap significantly. Still, we can get a sense of real-world performance just by playing games on the ROG Phone 7, and it's more than able to handle graphically intensive titles like Asphalt 9, PUBG Mobile, and Genshin Impact, even when we switched from one game right to the other. I was particularly impressed with PUBG on the ROG Phone 7. The audio from my assorted weapons had a satisfying crackle over the front firing speakers, and the graphics rendered smoothly without any glitches. If I have a complaint about gaming on the ROG Phone 7, it relates to the phone's display. The 6.8-inch panel offers ample screen real estate, but I found things a little dim unless I fiddled with the display settings in PUBG. For example, I had a hard time spotting enemies off in the distance. Ramping up brightness while also turning off the adaptive display feature did the trick, but I wish the panel didn't require that kind of fiddling. At least you don't have to worry about the ROG Phone 7 overheating and causing performance slowdowns during marathon gaming sessions. Asus made some improvements to the ROG Phone 7's cooling system with sustained performance in mind. For instance, the phone maker says there's a new design for the rapid cycle vapor chamber design, resulting in a 2.0x improvement in heat dissipation over traditional vapor chamber cooling. One Asus ROG Phone 7 feature stands out above all others in our testing: the phone's phenomenal battery life. The phone relies on a pair of 3,000 mAh batteries to stay powered up. Splitting the battery up not only gives the ROG Phone 6,000 mAh of power to draw on, but Asus says it helps the phone produce less heat during those marathon gaming sessions. Throw in the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2's well-earned reputation for efficient power management, and you'd figure the ROG Phone 7 can hold out for a long time on a charge. Throw in a jaw-droppingly in front of long time, and you've accurately described the ROG Phone 7's performance on our battery test. We see how long phones can last by setting their display to 150 nits of brightness before having them surf the web over 5G until they run out of power. An average performance on that test is to run out of power just shy of 10 hours, while a truly long-lasting phone holds out for 11.5 hours or more. I hope you enjoyed this video. For more mobile unboxing and performance reviews, please subscribe my channel. Thank you.